You know, laundry. For most of us, it's just a boring chore. But if you have sciatica, it can feel like you're walking a tightrope, where one wrong move could mean a whole lot of pain. So in this explainer, we're going to take the danger out of laundry day for good. Does that sound familiar? You're just reaching for the basket. Maybe you twist a little to grab it, and then bam, there it is. That sharp electric jolt that can completely derail your day or even your entire week. So our goal here is really simple. We're going to give you a clear, repeatable system that takes all the fear and, more importantly, the pain out of this task. Let's make laundry wonderfully, beautifully boring again. So what's really going on when that pain hits? A lot of us just blame bending over, but the real culprit is usually a little more sneaky. And honestly, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Just think about it for a second. When does that pain really spike for you? Is it the moment you start to bend? Is it as you're lifting the weight? Or is it that little turn you make toward the washing machine? Knowing your specific trigger is everything. Okay, so this slide really breaks it down for us. These are the three main culprits. You've got bending forward or flexion. You've got holding the basket way out from your body. But the big one, the one that's highlighted here for a reason, is rotation. Twisting your spine while it's holding weight, that is the #1 cause of a flare-up for so many people. And boom, here is the solution. This is probably the single most important rule in this entire explainer. It's the no twist rule. Let's just say it out loud. Turn with your feet, not your spine. Basically, if your belly button is going to turn, your feet have to turn first. Simple as that. So the trick is to break the movement down. First, you get that basket as close to you as physically possible. Second, you lift straight up, no twisting whatsoever. And third, this is the secret sauce. You pause for a beat, then you pivot with your feet to turn. That little pause, then pivot makes all the difference in the world. All right, so we've got the no twist rule down. How do we actually put it into practice? Well, you don't need a bunch of complicated exercises. You just need 2 solid, reliable lifts in your toolkit. The key is knowing which one to use for the job. First up is the golfer's lift. Now, the real magic here is that anchor hand. By putting one hand on something sturdy, you're creating a super stable base. It's like a tripod. Then, you can hinge at your hips, let that back leg float up for balance, and just smoothly bring the basket right up against your body. So, when is this your go-to move? It's absolutely perfect for those lighter loads, especially when you've got a countertop or the washing machine right there to brace yourself. If deep bending is what usually gets you, this is a fantastic workaround. But what about that giant, heavy load of wet towels? Well, for that, we bring out the squat/hinge hybrid. Now, the most important cue here is hips back first. You're not just dropping down into a squat. You're starting the movement by pushing your hips back, like you're trying to shut a car door with your butt, all while keeping that basket glued to you. This is your heavy-duty workhorse lift. You use this for the heavy baskets, for when you have to carry it more than a few steps, or really anytime you just feel a little off balance. It gives you a really solid, powerful base that keeps your back safe. And look, we've even boiled it down into this super simple decision card. If the basket is light and you've got a place to brace yourself, golfer's lift. If it's heavy or you don't have that support, squat/hinge hybrid. It's that easy. No more guesswork. Okay, but what if I told you the best lift is the one you make easier before you even start? This is where you can really change the game. Your setup is your secret weapon. Seriously, 10 seconds of setup can prevent 10 days of pain. Put the basket up on a small stool. Even just 6 inches makes a massive difference. Slide it closer to where it needs to go. And please split the load. Your back doesn't give out awards for trying to carry everything at once. Man, this quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's so easy to feel like making 2 trips is some kind of failure. But really, when you weigh 45 extra seconds against 2 days of pain and stiffness, the choice becomes pretty obvious. Okay, but let's be real. What happens if, despite all your best efforts, you feel that dreaded zap right in the middle of a lift? The key is not to panic. You just need a plan. Let's build your safety net. The absolute second you feel that little electric twinge, your only job is to pause. Just freeze. Do not, I repeat, do not try to power through it. That's not being tough, it's just asking for trouble. Immediately after you pause, you park the basket. Put it down on the nearest surface. The floor, a chair, the edge of the dryer, it doesn't matter where. Just safely get the load out of your hands. And finally, before you even think about moving or lifting again, you pivot. Reset your body, move your feet so you are facing your destination squarely. Get your nose and your toes pointing in the same direction, and then you can proceed. So remember, pause, park, pivot. We've covered a lot, I know. But if you walk away remembering just one thing, let it be this core principle. This right here is the foundation for pain-free laundry from now on. I absolutely love this line from the source. Because yes, the pivot might feel a little silly at first, a little theatrical, like a dance step. But you know what? Feeling a little silly for a second is infinitely better than feeling that spike of pain shoot down your leg. It just works. So let's bring it all full circle. Remember back at the beginning when I asked about your trigger? Here's your answer sheet. If bending is your enemy, use the golfer's lift and raise the basket. If turning is the culprit, that pause, pivot, step sequence is your new best friend. And if it's the carrying that gets you, just split the load and shorten the trip. And here is your final takeaway, your action step. Don't just watch this and forget about it. I want you to actually do this. Sometime in the next 15 minutes, grab an empty laundry basket and just practice the sequence one time. Lift, pause, pivot, and step. Build that muscle memory right now when there's no weight and no risk, so your body automatically knows what to do when it counts.